Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ScrapMan, bringing you another episode of Trailmakers, and today we're going to be experimenting more with copter-style things. Last time we did this awesome helicopter. It's mostly like a helicopter, other than the weird Chinook-style tail there. But today we're going to be trying quadcopters. I noticed a lot of you in the comments were interested in quadcopters, and we're going to actually experiment with different types of propellers, because we have like the tiny little propellers that don't have any speed differences, and then we have these large propellers on the rotating helicopter servos that we can max out the speed and adjust that. So I just want to see, can we build one with the small propellers? And if so, with its compact nature, will it be more agile or easier to fly than one of these, using these types of propellers here? Now, if you didn't see the video about this helicopter, go ahead and check that out. There'll be a little info card popping up right about now in the corner of the screen. And for those of you who requested, I have just uploaded this to the Steam Workshop in Trailmakers. So if you are a Trailmakers player and you want to use this, you can now use it. But let's get into the quadcopter now. So there are two types of things here. We have the propeller, which provides propulsive power, and it's a standalone thing. The propeller blades come with the actual propeller engine itself, but the disadvantage is we have only a single control. That's it. We just have the on or not. Whereas the thing we're using before is the helicopter engine, on which we actually have to manually add helicopter blades to it. But the thing about the helicopter engine, it is much more powerful, and we can adjust the power of it here. So my hypothesis is ultimately that using the bigger blades is going to give us a better craft, but I'm also thinking about agility here and the ability to like do stunts and like quick rotations and turns and things like that. And I think that if these things are strong enough, these will allow us to build a much smaller frame, which will allow for much quicker movements using helicopter servos as the reaction kind of wheel thing, like we did on the helicopter from the last episode. Whereas if we build a quadcopter with these, our frame has to be much bigger to accommodate the largeness of the propellers, and therefore turning around and doing flips and stuff is just going to take a lot more energy. So I'm curious to see what happens. So we're going to start with the smaller one, because it's going to be smaller and quicker to build, and we'll also find out if it just doesn't work, first of all. And then we'll move on to the bigger ones and see what we can make with that. Now, I'm actually just realizing something about these that I am not sure of. Do these create torque? I don't know if these create torque. I actually don't think they do, because if they do, this isn't going to work, because we can't change the direction of rotation on these, which means that we couldn't cancel out the torque with the quadcopters. But there's a really easy way to find this out. All we have to do is put this on top of here, and now we should just be able to, okay. All right, so it looks like it does not create torque, because otherwise I would have spun around instead of I just tipped forward. So yeah, that's good. No torque. As you can see, we're not spinning around, which is interesting. It's something that you might expect from a propeller is some type of torque. And actually, this totally works. Like, this actually kind of works as a thing. I mean, you don't really have yaw, but you can kind of do it. Can we land on a chicken? Can we land on a chicken? Can we All right, we didn't land on the chicken. All right, so for the quadcopter, I'm going to use the lightest seat possible because we want the most maneuverability possible, and the go-kart seat is the lightest seat. And this is a terrible spot to build, so let's just move everything over here and start building. All right, so here we have all of the basic control systems. I have tip forward, tip back, turn left, turn right, and roll left and roll right. So I actually really liked how compact all of that is. So now all we need to do is, I'm hoping that I could actually attach things to this without them interfering. Let's do an experiment here. I'm actually worried now that this stuff is it's gonna collide if I start attaching things. All right, so let's see if this makes for any collisions, especially in the tipping forward and back. All right, that seems to be fine. And what about left and right? Okay. It seems like there's nothing actually colliding, so that's good. I think we're gonna be okay. Woo! 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 All right, we have it. Like, look how compact this thing is. I really hope this works as good as it looks. So, all this has to do is lift me up in the air. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, this is amazing. This is the best thing I think I've ever created. This is like the most legit quadcopter I could imagine. I can't think of anything like, I mean, I guess I could make it a little bit more compact by moving the propellers slightly closer, but I think having a little bit of a little bit of distance in between them is helpful. But like, look, we can turn around, like, actually, I should probably increase the strength of the turning one. That's the only one that's a single motor, whereas the other ones have two. But wow, I cannot actually imagine the full propellers competing with this. Maybe on speed they will. They probably will on speed. But this is really awesome. I can't wait to figure out what I want to do with this. Let's go ahead and land first. And I actually think, yeah, I need to adjust because right now I have my roll as Q and E and my yaw as A and D, and I think I want to reverse that. It'll make it, whoops. It'll make it a little bit more intuitive. All right, here we go. This should be a little bit more intuitive. Oh man, can we go through here? Let's see. Oh, it may be a little bit sensitive, to be honest. Like, I'm just tapping it, and that's the amount of effect that it has. But that was so easy. And then look at that. This is amazing. This is, like, so easy to control, other than the fact that it's a little too sensitive. But I like the sensitivity. It makes it look cooler when I'm doing, like, super quick things like that. And, like, so let's say you're going this way, and you just want to, oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. Like, oh, no, I'm losing control here. All right, so you're going this way, and you just want to turn around. It's just as easy as boop. And you've turned around. Oh, this is so much fun. I'm definitely going to upload this to the workshop, even though it's, like, it's super, super easy to build. But this is just the most fun thing I've ever made so far. This is even more fun than the helicopter. But let's scale this up and see how it looks with big propellers. All right, here we go. Back through the tunnel again. There we go. No problem at all. No problem at all. Look at that. This is amazing. Oh, we could just do flips for days. Flips for days. Spins for days. Look at that. All right, now what? Wait, let's change the camera. Oh, here's first person. No way. First person is insane. First person is absolutely insane. This is awesome. Oh, I am so glad I tried this. All right, let's try first person in the tunnel. All right, we're going down. Oh, no, this is too much. I can't handle this. I cannot handle this. It's just too sensitive. All right, here we go. We're going down into the tunnel. There it is. All right, forward. Backflip. Oh, whoa. Whoa, oh, there's the ground. That's the ground. Oh, is this dizzying or what? Like, a guy's dizzy yet? Are you, oh, well, that was weird. Our camera can't keep up with the spin. Ugh. All right, what other camera? Oh, here's actually, oh no, this is actually more first person. The other one was like front person. All right, so now let's try follow. Is this a follow cam? Sticky orbit, I guess. It doesn't like going upside down though. But yeah, it is trying to follow us. All right, vehicle chase. Ooh, this is interesting. All right, let's just go down. Wait, is this going down? This should be going down. Oh yeah, it's going down. It's going down, all right. And correct it. Oh, we were so close. Okay, what other chase cams do we have? We have racing cam. I don't understand what racing cam is in comparison to the other ones. I guess whichever direction you're going is the direction that it follows. And then we got orbit cam. Okay, this is like the normal camera. Okay, we've gone through them all. All right, so that was all the different camera modes. So I love this. This is probably now my new favorite creation. It is super fun to play with. So let's go ahead and scale it up. Let's do the big propellers, and then we'll... Ooh, ow. Well, I'm glad real stunt drones don't do that. But let's scale it up and see what happens. So I don't really think there's any beating the compactness of just this seat cockpit thing here, because all of the control schemes are just symmetrically centered around it, and it works great. So all I'm going to do is delete the propellers, and I'm just going to expand outwards from here. Actually, I should have kept that. Yeah, I'm just going to delete these propellers, and then we're just going to expand outwards to accommodate or make space for the bigger propellers. All right, here we go. So I've spaced it all out so that the blades are, I think they're all even. And whoa, this is way more floaty feeling. That is interesting. All right, so this is on just power 1. And okay, I'm definitely gonna have to increase the power of my... Wow, look how much slower this thing is. All of the other power is the same. The only difference right now is just the size of it. And just look at how weak... Just look at how weak the pitch and roll is in comparison. All right, well, let's max out those. We're just gonna max out all of our movement, all of our pitch and roll and stuff, and we're gonna see how, if that makes us anything near as agile as it was before. Now let's see how it is. Okay, wow, all right, that works. That totally works. Okay, that's doable. That is really doable. Okay, let's get the orbital camera back on here. Where's the orbit camera? There it is. All right, the only thing is, because we're all maxed out to 10, my yacht is the weakest because it's the only one that is supported by a single rotated or single helicopter engine rather than 2 engines like all the rest of them. But where are these collisions coming from? I don't know where these collisions are coming from. And this feels okay, but it's definitely not anything like the other one for sure. However, there's one thing that we haven't tried yet, and that is increasing the speed of the actual helicopter propellers. All right, and this also gives us the advantage of it has some aerodynamic resistance, so we kind of float to the ground instead of just falling. All right, so should I max these out to 10, do you think? I mean, we have to try, right? We just got to see what the max is like. All right, 10 speed. 10 speed. All right, and whoa! Okay. All right, this feels more like a stunt helicopter or stunt quadcopter. Look at this. Uh-oh. Hey, we landed on the fire. What do you know? All right, and I mean, this feels pretty good, to be honest. This does feel pretty good. It definitely feels slow. Well, we might be technically going faster, but just compared to the scale of it, it feels slower. Actually, well, we have a speedometer right in the bottom corner. All right, so this one brings us to 140 on like a horizontal trajectory. 140. Okay. So let's do some tricks with this thing, and then we're gonna try the other one, see where that one compares to 140. I really don't think it compares to 140, but it just feels so much more agile and more fun than this one so far. Like, this one's okay, but I mean, you can't. It's agile, but you can't really beat what the other one was giving us, to be honest. The other one was just absolute insanity, and those servos weren't even beefed up at all. Imagine beefing up the 10. We got to try that. We got to go for the extreme. We got to push it to the extreme and just see what it feels like. All right, but these are awesome. These totally work. They work no problem at all. And now let's do the comparison test. Let's bring it over to a nice flat area without grass, because these things are so small that the grass just peeks out above them. And then we'll see how they compare on speed. We're at like 140 is a good stable horizontal speed for this one. All right, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go straight down, upside down into this tube. There we go. And I'm gonna see if I can roll out of it. Oh, we almost kind of pulled that off. It's just we had to be at the right angle to kind of get out of the tube. All right, let's delete that. And we're gonna spawn in our Look at the size difference. Oh, I gotta have them both in at the same time. Look at the size difference. This is so cool. All right, so 140 on the first one. What does this one go up to? Holy cow! Holy cow, I did not expect this. This thing is so much faster. I really thought it was an illusion that this one was faster because of the scale of it, but this thing is actually faster. Wow. Okay, all right, that's cool. I should probably actually, oh, there goes a propeller. I should probably actually adjust the speed to an optimal setting because it's definitely a little bit too sensitive, especially comparing it to what we just had. I'm gonna dial this one into a more easily controllable sensitivity because these are at 1 right now. Let's just try 0.5. And then therefore the bottom one should be on 1 since it's half the power. All right, here we go. So now we have it at half the strength that it was before, and it feels way more maneuverable for sure. And it still does feel like we have like our stunt capabilities, especially like when we turn off the thruster or the propellers as we flip around. All right, so this is more of like the optimal. Now let's crank everything up to max. I'm just gonna select all of them and we're just gonna crank them up to max power and just see how impossible this thing is gonna be to control. This is gonna be the most agile, but least controllable thing we've ever, oh. I just tried to pitch forward a little bit. I just 180'd completely. All right, let's respawn somewhere where we could just go straight up for a second. All right, and forward. I just tapped it. Tap, 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 tap. Woo! It's insane. I have no control. Oh, this is the most ridiculous. Oh, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. Oh, this is just too ridiculous. All right, and there's spinning. Oh, we have to do first person in this. You ready? You ready? All right, there's top of seat camera. Here's first person camera. All right, I'm gonna just turn to the right a little bit. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Nailed it. I'm trying to go in the direction of the mountain. All right, I'm just, no, left. Okay, let's just go in the direction. I'm just trying to face the mountain, please. Oh, now I'm upside down. Woo! Here's me. I'm just front flipping. Now I'm back flipping. Now I'm side flipping and rolling. Okay, wait, where's the ground? I can't. Oh, there's the ground. I found the ground. We found it. I'm gonna go in for a nice soft landing here. Nice soft. Oh. I don't think that's supposed to be down there. Okay, so obviously, 10 speed is just not acceptable for that kind of craft. But here's the big one again, and man, I cannot believe how much slower this actually is. It's kind of insane, because these are huge propellers on max power. And well, I gotta find out the weight difference. Let's see what the weight difference is. Let's go ahead and land this thing really quick. All right, I'm just gonna land it over here. And land it. All right, this is 139 kilograms. So whereas this one is 99 kilograms. That's not as big of a difference as I was expecting, actually. I mean, only a 40 kilogram difference? Like, I just can't believe how fast this thing is. But, I mean, you got to admit, you just can't be. I don't think you can beat this design here. Like, this is an amazing, super functional design. I can fly this thing all around the map without any issues. This is my new go-to flying craft, to be honest. So let's see if we can manage to fly it through this area here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, no problem. No problem. Now let's go under the bridge. I don't know if these things have any collisions anymore. These, the bridge posts, they didn't have collisions before. But now, actually, let's find out. Let's find out. Let's aim right for it. Okay, I guess they fixed the collisions. Oh, I love this. I love this quadcopter. Like, I don't know if you guys are enjoying watching it fly as much as I'm enjoying flying it, but this thing feels so amazing to fly. Like, I could end the video right now, but I just want to get more footage of it flying. Like, it's just so fun. All right, let's treat this as if we were riding it on a ramp. Let's see if we can just go around. Oh, okay, good enough. Good enough for me. We didn't explode. What about landing it? Do you think we can land it? Like, there's a pillar over here. Let's try to knock this ball off the pillar and see if we can land this thing. That might be where things get a little bit more difficult. Oh, we missed the ball. Okay, all right. Yeah, this is where things are going to get a little bit more difficult. Flying is no problem, but precision landing, this is where things might be a little bit more difficult. Because I can't just hover easily. I have to keep tapping the... Oh, the ball just reappeared there. Really? I can't just keep tapping the throttle. Well, I can, but it's not a consistent hover. It's a very jerky hover. All right, come on. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to... You know what? Flying is the strong point, not landing. Flying is the strong point. Flight control. All right, let's go under here. And then back through this tunnel. There we go. Whoops. There we go. I meant to do that. I just wanted to wrap up the video on top of this tube right here. So that was all perfectly within my control. Let me know which one of these you like better. I mean, I think I know what the answer is, but some of you, for some reason, might like the bigger one better because, I don't, reasons. I guess you'll put them in the comments if you do. But what I would like to know is, what do you like to see in Trailmakers? What kind of creations are you interested in seeing more of? Because I've done 50-something episodes since the early access, and it's getting hard to come up with new ideas that you guys want to see. So let me know down in the comments. Put me on the right track of what kind of episodes you'd like to see in the future. I'm really glad that this episode was as successful as it was. This is probably one of the most successful Trailmakers episodes we've had. Like, everything just worked great. But thanks for the support on the series, everyone, and thanks to all of you who are subscribed. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? If you like this video, this is what I do. I mess around building stuff and experimenting with things in creative games like this. Check out the other videos on the channel as well. If you think Trailmakers is all I do, you're wrong, and you'll probably like the other stuff too. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.